And we ask you to put on, if you're on, please put on your mute button. Amen.
You hear it, you have to tell people.
I didn't hear it.
You didn't hear it?
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it. I don't know why. No. No. No, I don't know. Later, someone told me. Huh?
The five called you say, I didn't understand one more.
Everyone was muted, but someone had someone. No. Huh?
Israeli guy? Alex.
By the way, I want to say about to the face of the Smoley. He lives in Florida.
Truly.
Smoley Bowl.
Oh, yeah, the baby?
Yeah, the baby boy. And I want to
Wow, Mazel Tov.
The person,
His mother passed away.
she was here?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because it's sitting in Queens.
It says it's sitting in Queens. Where she buried?
His brother is
Once you find them, then maybe.
He has a brother in LA and a brother in Queens. He also has a brother in Two Garden Hills, yeah.
Once they found out that, no, I just got the text.
Uh-huh.
I'll go tomorrow.
It's fine.
Talk about
L'chaim.
Once they find out about it.
Well, I don't know. I could be she's living here. I don't know.
Once they find out there.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Could be she was living here. Good.
Yeah.
L'chaim. Such a good Verbeiß. Das ist eine gute Geschmack Fabrengen euch. One of my best stories, I think I was trying to find it, but it's a story I think with the Oyev Yisrael. But if it was with an under gute Yid, it's a moichel rein. So the geprave Tisch, and his minig was that he only ate his wife's kugel, and his wife made a kugel kedarka, and they brought the kugel to the table, and he takes a little thing within the kugel. He says, disgusting. Oi! Who made this kugel? His wife made the kugel. My wife made such a kugel. I told her, this is disgusting. I can't believe it. This is not the first time. A kugel, can I make a kugel? Is there 3 dabonim here? Or could we do a get? Without masadas and a get.
The kugel.
So all of a sudden there was a commotion, and a few Ziknech came over, and said to the Rebbe, maybe we could talk about it for the Rebbe. We could talk about it in private. Then there's gefährlich. Should learn how to make a better kugel. A kugel, a get a kugel. No, what was that? This is my whole thing. The braven Tisch, and she ruined the kugel. They're stuck in the right bottom there. They're talking to him, he says, you know what? Is that gerech? He says, Rebbeinu Shalom, don't you think this is a gerech? Amche Yisrael, this is Eibish the Niednis Ish V'Isha. The big deal, met a bistel vernachlasdik, that azach, we burnt the kugel, we didn't make the kugel so tasty. Am dem darf sein the bittere Golus. Der bepische Meshulche Imchem, of them darf Taka sein, Azab bittere Golus. I said, am I right? I made a commotion, I made a fool of myself and my wife and nothing. Mamish garnish. Really, but I've done what I machen, I get nach one, let's laugh. Kugel. You know, I think tonight I want to. It's a Shkoch Al Yona. Everything's a Shkoch Al Yona. Someone asked me, and now I've asked a few people recently asked me about the Rebbe's thoughts on these issues. So, Taka, to think about it, tonight is a special night. Fabrengen is a schus. Taka, that all those in Beis Menachem Mendel and all in Klal Yisrael, all those that need a shidduch should take it from Yad a good shidduch. And before we talk about this, so I think one thing that's very important is man hazeh. The davar posher. It seems to me it's a davar posher. Everyone's talking about different theories about why today there's difficulties in shidduch. I finish as a chochem to know what theory. There are theories that I think are true, but the bottom line is that I think it's a mitzvah rabba v'nisah for every one of us. You see a boy, a girl, you think it's a good idea. It's a charaim like them, but everyone is going to say that there is shatchonim, they're professional shatchonim. They also have to make a living. Like someone's telling me, it's not fair. All the caterers are now going out of business, all the restaurants, all the free food that's going on. You have in Crown Heights, it's tzaddik that he's doing taka tzaddik, he's making chasnas in his house. So someone tells me here, he says he's a tzaddik, but he's putting all the caterers out of business. He's not thinking of that. So don't worry. If you're going to make a shidduch, you're not putting any shatchonim out of business. You're not putting any shatchonim out of business. It's a mitzvah rama v'nisah. You don't need to be a professional. You don't have to. And you see the palmamish atakazoy. It's brought na yom yom that the Alter Rebbe heard from the old Talmidim and the Magid. I'm sorry, from the Hashem that the Holta Yid v'dei b'shadir Holta haben to ba toiva Yid and they b'shadir atoivaton. You love another Jew and they will love you, and do a toiva for another Yid. They will do a toiva for you. There's nothing more than all of us that we want that there should be harmony, shalom bayis, and that the mitzvah shem b'vayis man that we make good shidduchim for our own children. So we have no control over that. To make good shidduchim for our own children, we have zero control. But we do have control is when we see two yidden, we see a boy and a girl, or we see not boy or girl doesn't mean it's 18 or 19. It could be 28, it could be 58. What's an afkamina age? And we think that there's an eitzah not to let it try. Nicht gegangen weiter. Okay.
How many shidduchim you have to make to go to the age? Or not?
That the results is not up to you. The results are not up to you. How much?
You met two shidduchim.
I don't know. I know that the results are not. Well, what if you're lucky? You're like you hit the jackpot. You went to Vegas. You pulled the lever when it was.
My wife and myself are going to the page.
Oh, so you're sure? Oil Mob is for sure guaranteed.
That's why I'm asking.
Niggas in Malamayla. Bas Ployne La Ployne. I know. That's they go from. That's true. But the schus that you make shidduchim for other people, then the Meibushter makes that you find it easy when you look for your own children. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so let's talk about Chamisha Sabav, which is the Chazal say that this is 1 or 2 days that Lo Yom Tovim B'Yisrael. And last year about this time, this week we made a siyum in Masechet Tainis. The Gemara talks about the beauty of the day. That was the day that shidduchim were made. These 2 days that are Yom Kippur and Chamisha Sabav. So there's another interesting thing that the shaychus of Yom Kippur and Chamisha Sabav is not only shidduchim but also mechila, the union of mechila. That on Yom Kippur the Eibusher says a salach tikid varecha, and also Chamisha Sabav, the Yidden complained, and the Eibusher said that they will not enter Yisrael, and the midbar say Tama v'sham Musu, and every Tisha B'av they go and beg a cave for themselves. They go in, they wouldn't get up next morning. The last year they went and they dug themselves a cave, and they got up next morning, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and they said, "What's going on?" And when it was a full moon, so they realized that the Eibusher was moichel them. So we see an interesting thing that there's a connection between Chamisha Asa B'Av and Yom Kippur and the union of Mechila Savonis. With and that's to do with wedding. Wedding is that it's a new start, Mochlas.
know that Moshe wasn't going to go into Exodus.
At that point?
In general, they know that he wasn't going to
I don't know if they knew at that point or not. I don't know. But presumably they already knew. I don't know. It's a little tough. When Aaron passed away, I don't know. That was exated. That wasn't negotiable. It seems like.
Probably when Moshe told Yoshua, Hashem told Moshe and Moshe told Yoshua, you're going to take them. He told Bnei Israel, you're going to.
No, but he wants to know at that point. Was it already? I don't know. That's Eikev. But you have to know what time. Yeah, you have to know what. So
they could have made a Hafganah.
Make Afghana, but the Rebbeinu you can't make Afghana. You know what I mean? You could. They can bet, and it's like with your wife. The chemist come with Gewalt. You know what I mean? You can try, but it's the best initiative with Gewalt. Okay. So, B'meila, today I'd like to focus the Fabrengen on the Iker Inyan of, as I said, a few people from Tajrocha Pratas asked me if they have thoughts on this. So first, I push it. I'm going to bring that another time. I'll make a copy and I'll show it in the past. I have a Ksaviat Kodesh from the Rebbe to a couple who are having a hard time with Shalom Bayis. And the Rebbe says to the husband, he's very strong, like he says that Mukhrashi Shalom Bayis. And the Rebbe says, look in the Gemara, Bava Metzia Daf Nun Tes, and look in the Alter Rebbe Shulchan in Hilchas Einoah, where it talks about Einoah against your wife. And there's another few words out there where the Rebbe says very sharp to this person. Mamash Mukhrashi Shalom Bayis, Ayin, Gemara Bava Metzia Daf Nun Tes, Ayin, Hilchas Einoah, Alter Rebbe, the end of the last seif in Hilchas Einoah. So, Mela, I figured let's go through Taka a little bit the sugya. It's a very, very geshmaka sugya, a very rich sugya. And so sometimes it's overlooked. It's an overlooked sugya. So first is the Gemara Bava Metzia Daf Nun Tes. The Gemara says, first is Tama Interessante Zach. The Gemara says about Shari Demos that a person has to be very careful with his wife. Why? The Gemara says, because a woman, it's very easy for her to start crying. A person has to be very nizar that Chas v'Shalom, it shouldn't be that he's the cause for his wife to cry. However, then there's the Gemara just going a little bit off tangent. Amarav, kol ha'olach ba'atzas ishti. It came the perfect time. Kol ha'olach ba'atzas ishti. Noifel Gehenna. You listen to your wife's eitzah, you fall into Gehenna. Shenema loyer ka'achel. The problem with Achel is he listens to his wife Yizebel. Amar papa labaya v'amri inshi itasach gutz gochim v'til cheshlo. The people say that if your wife is a midget, is a short lady, you should bend down and talk to her. Here's a pasuk, it looks like on the inch. It's like what's going on? And just talk to bend down. You're asking a good question. I think it's because the end of the pasuk. At the end of the pasuk, it says like clearly because it was right. Right. Okay, but here's the lashon loy hoya ka'achav, like because the Torah blames it. Here, Adam blames it. Here, the Torah blames it. So anyway, I hear you have a good point. Va'amri inshi itasach gutze gochem v'tel cheshlo. The Gemara answers like kasha, but mil dama or mil bebeisa. Lishnachrin ha be mil deshmai v'il alma depends. Oh, what did he use? So there's such a beautiful verse in the Moed
I saw it. I saw it.
What?
I knew a wealthy customer.
So the she was there taller than him, yeah. So the Moed Naim says because that the Eibishter is the Isha, even the Isha. So Amal, the Yid is small, as Yiddish Hashem is very small. Isha Yiddish Hashem is Zalal, but the Yid is very small. Yiddish Shemaim is like this. So the Hirot of the Eibishter is that he's Davzach Einbegen to come close to the Yid. Don't expect so much from your wife. Don't expect so much from the Yidala. A little bit Yiddish Shemaim, be happy. The Yid, a little Yiddish Shemaim, the Eibishter should be happy. Okay. So let's continue the Gemara. The Gemara says, Amr B'chelbe. Such an unbelievable Gemara. Amr B'chelbe. Lo yizlam yiyah adam zar b'chaved ishle. Person should always be nizah in the covet of his wife. She'ena bracha mitzuyah b'tech beisa shel adam el b'shvil ishle. The bracha in the person's house is only b'shvil ishle. Shenemar l'Avram heitiv ba'avura. That it says when Paro he took away Sarah, so then he was hated to Avram because of her. So the Maramshik says, so the part of Avram became rich because of his wife. But that's Shachateret. The Mashal says, because it says, L'Avram hated Bavura. It's like a wrong wording. It should say, L'Avram hated Paroi Bavura. The Torah said it, Allah Shemkot said, Hashem gave it. L'Avram hated Bavura because he was so B'Shalom Bayis with his wife. Can you do it that the way of Avram Avinu, just from the stop, you don't have to be Pshuta Shemikra, you see always that Avram Avinu's love for his wife was very intense. The way he respected his wife, and even though when she tells him things that are ridiculous, and but he listens to her, he doesn't stop, throw it out of hand. Right? Okay.
Why is that?
But because it's a big thing to kick out kids from the house. But still, he doesn't. So Avram hated Bavura because of the way he treats his wife. So Avram has a hatova from this. Rava, sorry. Rava said to the name of Chuza, give respect to your wives in order you should become rich. I have a favorite Sheva Brachas Torah, but tonight I'm looking. Fine. I found it from a Chaving and Takets to the B'nai Yisoscha. So I always say that we see that this trick works. How do we know it works? The Gemara says in the end of Baba Kama that when you go collecting stocker, you're only allowed to take from women a davar mu'at, because maybe if you're going to take a lot that wasn't the reshus of her husband, you're stealing. A davar mu'at, we say the pashtus, a husband goes out of his house to work. He's not a bad sure, the wife took a couple of dollars, gave it to tzedakah. He's not makbid if she takes a couple of dollars, but if she takes huge amounts of money, you can't stop taking. You have to make sure that she consulted with her husband. The Gemara says that Abina came to Machuzah, and over there the women gave him big heavy jewelry, and he took it. So Rabbi Tosefta asked, you're only allowed to take a davar mu'ad. So he said, Shani b'nei Mechuzah, that b'nei Mechuzah is different. The husbands are happy. They don't know what to give them a birthday gift. They don't know what to do. They already have the som amachayah. Now, you don't have jewelry? Oh, machayah, we can go buy a jewelry. Oh, okay, good. So good. So the b'nei Mechuzah, when you're taking from the wives the jewelry, the husbands are happy. So therefore it's mutter.
Maybe it's a rich...
So that's what I'm saying. You see, that Rava said it to b'nei Mechuzah. So the Rava says it's b'nei Mechuzah. The Pesach Einaim, there's another pshat. He said it b'nei Mechuzah. Gemara says that the women over there, they had a minig. They're not working. This day they're not working. So you're going to say the income is blessed. Therefore, he said b'nei Mechuzah. But the b'nai Yisoscha, it says the pshat that I'm always saying, that the Gemara says b'nei Mechuzah to show you that it works. Ma'aseh it works. Because the Gemara says in Baba Kama that those women were giving gold chains, they were giving jewelry, and that was considered a davar mu'at, because these guys were so filthy rich that they were happy that their wives were giving away their gold chains. They were happy. So that's what the Gemara says. You should know it works. This is the Bnei Mechuzah. These Bnei Mechuzah who are so rich that when the women give away gold change that they're happy. Oh, it works. It works. It works. It works. If the Gemara tells you it's work, Boduk Menusa. Boduk Menusa. It works.
If you go to Lawrence, Shulach go to Lawrence for money,
does it? The same thing here. If you want to make a base Menachem Mendel, it should be the same thing. So that's why we're Fabrengen.
Yeah.
So Mamela, that's what we want. We want to be the Bnei Mechuz. The Eitzah of Pesach Einaim said that he says even more that Kolba just said you should know that there's Bracha Matsuya, Shvil Ishtoi. But the Rava says it's stronger. He says, first of all, Ashidus, and number two, he says the Maloshin Shoftivu. Reb Chelba said it in such a strong way. He said, "La'olam ye adam tar b'chavadishta she'ena bracha matzuya ela b'shvil ishtay." But Rava said it's stronger. He said, "Give to your wives." He said, "Hear ye, hear ye." You see that Boduk Menusa works. So Nakia, why does it work? Why does it work? Why does it work? Huh? You remember? It's a good symbol. I'll put that there. You think that the modern Nebuchadnezzar were constantly watched because they were wealthy. So B'meila, they were in Bava. Nebuchadnezzar was in Bava. So that was why does Taka? How does that help? So I'm looking in the Pei 9. He says number one because Isha Zocha Shechina Beinayim. On the Shechina, there is Ashidus. That's L'choira. So then the woman should be Mechav their husband. Man, that's not the Pshat. The Pshat is, it goes into a whole thing of Pikamolim because the Ashpa of Ashidus in this world comes from Malchus. It not comes from Malchus. And therefore, it's a brought in Chabad. Yeah. It's a contemporary, I think, of the Ben Yehoyada. Yeah. Rebbe, I think Rebbe, yeah. It's fine. Yeah. The Pesach Einayim. No, the Pesach Einayim. So, no, Pesach Einayim. So he says that the whole Ashpa in the world of Ashidus, the whole Ashpa comes through Midas HaMalchus. Right. Mela, a woman is a Shaykhis to Malchus. Oh, it does right. No. Take care of Midas HaMalchus.
How do you make sure?
Oh, so I want to explain what's the pshat. So first of all, it's brought from the Rabbeim and Chabad that they would have a special meaning. And if Rosh Hashanah, they would go spend time to Fabrengen with the Rebbe's. So Chassidim said that the pshat is that the whole idea of Rosh Hashanah Chassidus to build up Midas HaMalchus. So the Rabbeim, charity starts at home. So it means that that's the Inyan that when it comes to Rosh Hashanah, they spend time after building up. They're spending time with their wife. They're always spending in the.
I'm saying is, but
but the Rosh Hashanah is a special Indian because to build up, right? So Bachlal, I think the pshat is that's a zach. Tu Bav. So the Indian is. Malchus is one of the problems the Alter Rebbe had was that he keeps on saying Chassidus Leiflam Megamon Klum, so the Russian government says he's trying to undercut the government. He's saying that Malchus is nothing. But the Emes Taka Chassidus says that Malchus is leis lo megarmo klum. Malchus has nothing. Only what's the ashpah that comes in from the other 6 sweeters. It's an unbelievable thing in Avodas Hashem and Poshet in 101 in Shalom Bayis. You see that however a person builds up his house, is how much he builds up his wife. That's what it is. That's it. It's simple as that. Chazal say chochmas noshem bon sabeisa ve'ivelos biyodeh teresena. The Gemara says that there's women with their chochma, they build up the entire house. Like the story with Oim Ben Pelas, that his wife, she wasn't the smartest woman. He wasn't the greatest guy, but she was smart to save his life. And Koidach's wife, the Gevenet Reich and Gala Milas, but his wife was the Fadreta Kop. The bottom line is, who raises the children? Who runs the house? Who's Akeres Abayis? The wife. Who makes the woman a woman? Who builds her up? The husband. Leis lo megarmo klum. Leis lo megarmo klum. A woman, that's the way it is. Eibishter made it that way. That leis lo megarmo klum. So when the husband shows her that there's unbelievable amount of confidence in her and compliments her, Erev Avoiker, B'Tzoharayim, and gives her the feeling and puts her up on a pedestal. So Yemol, he builds up his Midas HaMalchus, Poshet Kipshutoi, not things that are esoteric, something that you find only the Pirushim Ha'ira Naim on L'Kutei Torah. Poshet, when a person puts his wife on a pedestal in every possible way. So B'Meila, she gets built up. There's no other way. There has to be Binyan HaMalchus. Because Malchus leis lo megarmo klum. So B'Meila, that's the Avodas Hashem of a Yid. He has to build up his Midas HaMalchus. And when a person builds up Midas HaMalchus,
What is the Midah of Malchus?
person's wife is Malchus. What's Midas HaMalchus that will already
That's a
wait?
separate tier.
We'll wait, exactly.
In a
But this is simple. A person's wife is his Midas HaMalchus. That's the Midas HaMalchus. Leis lo megarmo klum means
So all
that-
the other Midah supply Bechlal, but the Midah of Malchus applies.
has nothing of its own. It's only what gets from the other sweetest. Malchus is like a vessel. It's nothing of its own. Whatever comes in. A woman, whatever the compliments she gets from her husband, all that the husband builds her up, that's what makes her. Time. Amen. That's a secret. That's why we're talking about it at Fabrengen. That's why we're talking about it at Fabrengen, not Shabbos. Shmuel, du sollst machen, ein guter Schiddach. Ja. Okay, Mushka.
What happened?
Oh, you started saying a story, no?
Yeah. Yeah, really figure out why those pieces, why those 10 black sheets. But one of them is the PR. Like this. Right, half the PR, yeah, at the same time, same treatment. That's the secret. What's that? Let's not explain the details. That one I have enough fun. Others are not when they get married on time. Others are not. That's it.
They have another thing. Okay, but Sheva Bachot, Hatan and Kala. Hatan, you play with the wall, it's Nachat. Hatan, you give Nachat to the Kala. Kala is Hakosh.
Okay, now go. L'chaim. Dicker is al takken machen gute Shidduchim. Baklal Yisrael. Wegstellen gute Stiber. Binyan Adei Ad. You saw that Torah mitzvahs. Right. Big thing. The cute thing that the Rebbe has gehabt as an anniversary for Chassan. My son-in-law was telling me that there was someone that passed by for $1, and the Rebbe said it was einfach nach Chassan, but ich darf das sagen. You see it in the video? Ich darf das sagen? Ich darf das sagen? L'chaim. Ay, 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 Yeah. Wow. Wow, beautiful. Very nice. Very good. Amen. Amen. Amen.
Yeah, I know.
Come out the head. That's what you said. Then you hear it says 10. Yeah. Give. I have a guy in your so you can hear it.
וזה במידות אולי. הכוונה, וזה במידות.
Hiding like very normal.
Right. Ik zal helpen. Zo lang Tosha Speucher zal gaan. De Goyim, daar waarschijnlijk gaan zal zijn. Wat hebben we allemaal?
Fireworks.
Huge. It's not a regular base.
Fireworks, huh?
Then 10 years Israel said, we have nothing to do with it. Anyway.
Check Israel. Let's say like that. Lebanon, 10 miles.
And we just attacked Syria yesterday, so we're.
Syria, Lebanon,
Dafke Lebanon, No, I'm hearing this from the third. I'm saying Lebanon. This is.
Meanwhile, Israel offered.
That's how strong it was.
Whatever was there. But what's the way from what is it?
Oh, this is what it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Wow. Wow.
who took this picture? You're not going to be back.
No. That's actually one of the videos. This is actually false.
Yeah. Wow.
The head was strong. The people are right away.
Wow.
Your
Mamish today is Tosha Speucher Zolchama, the Koich of the Goyim. What is it, Mamish for?
First time putting on filling.
I'm in Goldman.
Simon Gold, this guy.
His mother works in the real estate office.
The owner of the real estate office was a big restaurant. Yeah. Money.
But
He went over to his mother. Yeah. 22-year-old in college. He was there. And so the mother went over to her employer, this rich guy. Said, "Look, this phone brought me home." Yeah. That's what the guy was in the house today. And so that's the first time he come out to go right over here. Like, did it.
Very good, very good. Very good.
Wonderful.
Fine, fine. Yeah.
That's Kira. That's being close.
When I was
I wouldn't be comfortable. I'm just saying. Yeah, we'll come back.
How come I didn't get by? I kissed the head
Mr. Shema, the next question, Rafa.
Okay. So, here there's a video now going on test streaming, you know, my brother, all this. My brother is not playing games. Either you're in or you're out. What do you say? 10 seconds to play.
Rabbi JJ has tonight is his 30th yard site. His brother does. His brother just passed away. And,
They're loud.
I don't have time to use this. That's not how the Rebbe talks.
Yeah.
But he translated. The father of the
No, it was a brother. Yeah, they were brothers. The guy that has the Judaica story just passed away. That's his brother. His brother.
older brother. I saw the father.
Right, Avram, yeah.
You said something
The old-
about
the
the
old-
Rebbe, so that's fair enough.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah?
It's Rabin. He said then Rabin. Yeah. He said Rabin is the yeah. Very touchy thing.
But they threw him out.
Huh? A brother, yeah, Avram had a different brother, yeah.
But they threw him out and they let him till he died. They let him go.
Yeah, they threw him out because he said then it was a very hot time. It was a very sensitive time. I'm sure he didn't, Oh yeah, you used to go to JJ too?
Still alive? Oh, he's not alive.
Oh yeah? For all his organizations.
Did you read about the Chabad rabbi that was taken off Facebook? Rabbi Ziegler from the Upper East Side?
Yeah,
know
why
about
was
this?
it? No, why was it?
Apparently, no, true story. He made a statement that the vaccine to the corona is in the Torah. I didn't see the video, but I saw an article about it today. The rabbi said that when the Mashiach comes, all the sorrows will be gone, all the sickness will be gone, meaning including corona, which means that the Torah is ultimately saying that there'll be a better day in Achros Yamim, and that ultimately the vaccine.
Why they took him off because of that?
That's I can show you the article from Upper East
His
Side.
brother.
Upper
I don't
East Side.
understand. So why would they took him off from Facebook because of that?
Yeah. Anything that anybody that says that they have some abuse corona, that means we let people in America. No. It's not good. They want to make the social die. So the government should be with. We live in Russia.
Goed, L'chaim, kom naar een eindje met Labedik en Egen.
Chaim Avroche.
L'chaim.
Chaim Avroche.
Nimchat Eiseyo, V'shalom Tuvalo, Kal V'simchat Eiseyo, Shalom Tuvalo, Orim V'yakba, Zidol Nechamrin, V'cholot Yasod Yim Chalcha. Baruch Adonai Melech Haolam.
Meanwhile, what Trump says gets in trouble on Twitter, and the Khomeini, Yamach Shemo, can say
Whatever he wants against
whatever he wants against the Jewish people, and he gets away with it. But his halacha, Esa Soni Yaakov. Why would you want the world not to be B'koyim halacha? We want people to fulfill halacha, so they do it. Twitter is committed to halacha. What?
Right. The nights get longer. Yeah. You're right.
It's scary that what a person says can destroy them.
Wow.
You read the whole article?
No, I meant that piece.
Yeah.
Against community standards. Wow.
The rabbi explained how the Holy Temple was destroyed because of hatred for another, fine. The big three, fine. Expansive uncontrolled was unbelievable.
Right.
It's an old sheker.
Wow, wow, wow. Wow.
I can't say it surprises me the way the world is going, but it's awful.
That Khomeini can keep on
Yeah.
posting against Israel.
Yeah. And they say that it's a way of the world knowing what's going on in the world, that one of the countries is going after another country. So that's worth knowing in the world. But Trump, you know, when he says whatever he says, you know, Twitter, you know, gets all upset. It's an old sheker. No answer. There's no answer to the question how, and you see what happened in the end. Yeah. Yeah, there's sushi.
Put some passionate or something.